with the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Aaron Jones.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Good. Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in Week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. Play action now, Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Cousins. Rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
On the tackle.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Third down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Out to his left. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Darren Lee.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Aaron Jones.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. And a missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
It got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To
Irv Smith Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Like 22, he's coming, 22.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Rodgers pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, take 26.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
You better be afraid of me. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 630, on the 50. Mike 22 is coming, 22's coming. Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
No good.
It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those strong...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Eric Henry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Cook. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down and 4, Cousins. He's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown. Kirk Cousins with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Vikings 21. Packers.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll go again to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dwayne Smoot in there to drop him for a loss on the play. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Brings up.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
The 26-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 2-yard line.
Let's go. Check 52.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
You got nothing. Check it back. Check it back. Right. Show it up. Wall.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
4 yards.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Cook, a first down and more. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 45 yards on the ground.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Cousins to throw it this time. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number 19.
Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Rodgers pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Complete.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 50. Hey, you block over here. Right. So there's the mic. Record.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Packers first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Brings up second and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Rodgers again here on second and 10. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and